So one of the areas that we constantly see early stage startups ignoring is in taking the time to create a market map. And so a market map is essentially a list of all of the accounts that you could potentially sell to within your different ICPs. A high level number or an estimate of the number of accounts, but an actual list of the accounts that you can sell to. Having this market map is really essential for you to be able to sanity check your growth projections within a given market and sanity test your kind of go-to-market strategy to know whether or not your growth plans are actually achievable based on the market that you're chasing, you're approaching, right? Especially if you're operating in smaller niche markets, knowing this is super important, right? And it's helpful when you're doing things like, planning territories, when you're deciding how many reps you're going to be able to hire, when you're deciding how far you're going to be able to push a certain go-to-market strategy like outbound, right? You need to know how many accounts there are to chase within given markets in order to be able to make informed decisions around how you go to market and how you try to attract those companies. Once you've got the market map, so the list of accounts, it's also critically important to be able to build out contact lists and contact information for the people or for those contacts within those accounts, right? So you've got accounts, you've got the contacts or the decision makers within those accounts, and then you've got the contact information that you use to contact those decision makers. Right, that's important because especially if outbound is a key part of the way that you go to market, the data coverage that you have access to is going to affect conversion rates, right? Let me give you an example. If you've got contacts where you're able to access a mobile phone number, you'll probably find that the conversion rate of that cohort of contacts from initial outreach into meeting booked is higher than contacts where maybe all you have is a LinkedIn profile or all you have is an email address, right? So being able to understand data coverage against contacts and the conversion rate based on data coverage rates, again, is going to help to add, more validity to the projections that you're going to be able to make from a go-to-market standpoint. So really take the time as early as you can possibly do so within your organization to map the market from an account standpoint, map the contacts within those accounts, and then find as much contact information for each contact as possible. It'll help scaling your go-to-market efforts. It'll help make that much simpler because you're going to be working off real data as opposed to assumptions as to what you're going to be able to generate.